Okay, today I thought we'd take a look at the Zell robot. The Zell robot was made in Japan. What's unique about this, here's my hand, is it's such a small robot, and it has a very unique winding spring mechanism. You know, most toys that have a spring, you see the spring and just winds down to the center post, and you tighten the center post and it tightens the spring and then it expands out. Well, this one, the spring is always wound up. It's just whether it's wound up on an upper spool or a lower spool. So basically, it wants to reside, let me look. It wants to reside on the upper spool, and when you wind it up, no, it's the other way around. It wants to reside on the lower spool, and when you wind it up, it's all wound up on the upper one. So when it unwinds, it actually goes from one spool to the other. What I'm trying to get at is you get, I believe, the longest runtime of any wind-up toy this size. And I don't have a stopwatch out here, but we can just run it and then talk about it, because there's lots to talk about the robot itself. So let's start it running. Here's the switch in the back. I already wound it up. Let's start it running now. Okay. So in the box, you can see you can build this thing in a lot of different configurations. There's wheels, there's bodies. I didn't mean bodies, I mean bases. Get back here. Consisting of, so you've got the cool see-through body. So inside this box, we can put these giant wheels on it, and that will propel it. Here's this moon base part that it will fit into, and you can lock it into the sled. Don't know that I've ever locked it into the sled. Look at these cool wheels. You can put these cool wheels on it, and it'll run these through all the gears. Makes it much taller. You've got, of course, a set for both sides. Then you've got this missile firing part that you can put on the front, because the front's spinning around. You have these missiles, and then it'll fire the missiles as they come around and hit a trigger cam, which I believe is this piece here. And here's a big red gear, which I don't remember what the big red gear is for. So you can put this robot together in so many different ways, and it basically runs longer on one wind-up than most toys would with just the batteries. I mean, it just keeps going. It's still running. I think the arms, yeah, you take the arms off, and those are drive shafts. There's a shaft there turning. Yeah, and that would interface up with this mechanism. So now you can see how it could crawl along on these wheels. It's really cool. This turret piece that we just talked about, I believe, just fits on there like that. The missiles, they have springs on the inside of the missiles. So when you push them, they want to stay. Oh, see, it's locked. Now when that finger hits something, I don't want to have to chase the missile. But when the finger hits something, it will release it and fire it. And that's what this piece was all about. You would put that on first. So it's pretty cool. I mean, here's this cool sled attachment. Those really unique gear wheels for extending it up and making it taller. It's got that see-through body so you can see the guts inside. And the spring is moving from this upper one down to this lower cam. I don't think it's even halfway done yet. There's all the gears. Appears to have all metal gears. Those types of ribbon springs that go from one pull to the other. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but they used to have these wind-up radios that they used in other parts of the world, and Art Bell used to try to sell them on his website back in the day too. And they basically wound a large flat spring like this from one hub to the other hub. So it isn't just there, it just stopped. So we can now look at the counter on YouTube and see how long that was. But that was a long, long run time for any wind-up toy, big or small. But I think for sure that's the longest run time for a robot toy this size. And there you have it, the Zell robot. And it was on the bottom, I believe. There was the Made in Japan.